Oh shit! Jesus fuck!
It's better the third time you hear it.
It really is. The Vespucci Beach Party. Danny and I have been sitting in here in a room by ourselves, just talking to one another.
It's nice. I enjoy your company. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's Laslow and Danny. We should name this show or whatever, the Vespucci Beach Party DLC show.
Yeah, easy enough. Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, exactly. But it's to celebrate the new DLC that's dropped.
The absolutely free DLC that's dropped. So if you haven't gotten it already for your copy of Grand Theft Auto Online, please go and do that. There's nothing stopping you. It's free.
Yeah.
So get it.
Yeah. I think it just downloads as soon as I fire up Xbox.
I mean, the cars are free. You don't even have to reserve a spot in your garage because you can just fucking ditch it. Get another one. Who cares?
You know, I never save cars in my garage. I know that there's people with these beautiful garages.
Yeah, well, I'm spoiled because, you know, just with the back end of everything, you just, this car, I'll just make another one. I'll just go to the store. I'll just give myself millions of bucks. There we go. Yeah. But I have no idea how to experience this game like a normal person should. I want to, but I can't.
So there's a bunch of different cool stuff that we're going to be going through today. Danny and I are going to be telling stories about Thai lady boys, which we were just talking about that earlier. I played a bit of Defender. We're going to be talking about how my neighbors are swingers.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they good looking though?
No, there's a huge meltdown going on in my block right now, dude. Listen. Anytime you move into a neighborhood and people across the street say, just so you know, your neighbors are swingers, trouble is coming.
Well, why is it anybody? Well, first, why did people already know this, and why is it like
because this is what happened. When you're a swinger, you tend to go to neighbors and say, "Do you want to bang my wife?"
I'm never going to my neighbors. I know what my neighbors look like. I'm not ringing their bells. Believe me.
We were supposed to be talking about the DLC that's dropped, the Beach Bum DLC. So the idea of this live stream is to basically kick off the Vespucci Beach Party, social club event weekend. So if you go to the Rockstar Newswire, there's more information on there's giveaways. We're doing some special license plates, which is pretty exciting. There's going to be crate drops. We're going to be actually taking you through some of these amazing missions. And
the 30 new jobs. It's a good mix of deathmatch. There's races. There's new parachute missions.
I'm a big fan. You know what I like is how it just starts you off up in space.
Yeah, one mission, I got to look at my notes here, but one of the new missions is a parachute mission, and you're basically, it's not the ceiling, but it's pretty goddamn close. You're basically above the clouds, you fall through the clouds.
Yeah, that's View of Vespucci. That's a nice one. Look at this. This young lady's got a light on the front of her gun.
Yeah, all those attachments are available at your local ammunition. We should talk. Did we mention? Because I don't remember which version of this is the one.
We should talk. There's new weapons.
Yes, there are new weapons. There's a melee weapon, which is a broken bottle. And, there's also. Oh wow! You just got hit by a truck.
Right. Have you ever actually been on the business end of a broken bottle?
Yeah. Well, yeah, a little. I mean. Did
it involve a drug deal going bad?
No, you know what? It was supposed to be a nice time. I think it was like a birthday party.
Dude, that's how it always. Anytime a busted bottle comes out, it was always supposed to be a nice time. But somebody breaks that thing on the counter and says, "I'm gonna cut a fool."
What happened was we were partying in the house, but then the house party got moved into the park because the patrons had drank all of the person who owned the house their wedding wine. So they said, "Well, get the fuck out of my house! You drank all my wedding wine," and. Went to the park, and that's when things took a turn for the worse. Excuse me. And
Sorry about that. We had to move some money around. They're bouncing checks. You know, that's what I love about AutoPay. You sort of forget that.
You forget that you do it.
You forget that you have to have money in there, and then because you go to the bank and you're like, awesome, I'm gonna take a bunch of money out and party, and then you forget that like the next day a bunch of your bills are gonna AutoPay, and then you're like, oh boy, that didn't go so well.
Yeah, I'm just lucky. I for one, I like the AutoPay because I mean, over the years, like I've gotten so lazy with that stuff. Like if it wasn't for AutoPay, like
it'd be great if you could just AutoPay your drug dealer.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
The best. Well, you know, you could always send PayPal as a gift for folks.
What was that weird underground?
family.
What was that weird underground economy thing that was no, Bitcoin, but the drug thing that they just shut down. What was the name of that?
Silk Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always wanted to fucking I just wanted to mention. You could always send PayPal as a gift for you know.
What was that weird underground? Good times here. It's the Vespucci Beach Party, which is like some beach parties. Underground economy thing that was sometimes it's no Bitcoin, but sometimes it's a little crazy. The drug thing. Yeah. What was the name of it? I did some mad defender skills while we were sorting out some technical.
You know, that was a game I never got into. Like, I never got into it heavy like a lot of people.
I can't quit it. I must play Defender 3 or 4 times a week. So we're going to be taking you through a bunch of the stuff for the DLC pack. We talked about the pistol, the broken bottle. We talked about we didn't talk about the men's shorts that are quite.
Well, there's a whole bunch of. That's why this pack is so great, and it's great that it's free because there's just so much. It's not just the cars. It's not just. New hats, which there are new hats. But it's everything.
There's new hats.
There are new hats. There's canvas hats.
I did some mad defender skills.
I call them like douchebag kind of style hats. You know, like those canvas like technical things. You know, that was, and it's not just one. It's there's a bunch of colors. There's a camo one that's thrown in there too. The guys have some cargo shorts, and there's a bunch of different brand new cargo shorts. And there's shorter shorts for the more flamboyant types out there. If you like to show off all of your thigh, feel free to peruse the store.
So we're gonna saw homeless stuff with the DLC pack. We talked about the bottles. We didn't talk about he was laying on the sidewalk, but his pants were ripped and his junk was completely hanging out. And I felt like waking him up and just being like, listen, dude, just so you know, your junk's hanging out. But I figure he was had just new worse issues.
I don't know, man. As far as homeless, I call them douchebags. I think I've seen some like homeless dudes just like ankles and toes on like the subway and shit. I think I'll take my channel one.
You know,
the guys have some shorts.
So pretty soon we're probably going to jump into View of Vespucci, which is a cool parachuting mission.
For the more flamboyant types out there, if you like to show off all of your fun.
Taking you through some of the DLC all weekend long. So we're going to saw homeless stuff. Very radio. This weekend, all weekend.
It's your Vespucci beach party weekend.
Remember that all weekend long. Win Pearl Jam tickets. No, there's no Pearl Jam tickets, but there are some giveaways. There's some cool stuff. There's bonus crate drops, like we said. They'll be unlocked for everyone all weekend with huge RP bonuses, high-powered weapons, and there's the sweepstakes, limited edition GTA 5 gear.
Oh, don't forget, top performers for this weekend. There will be a
pretty soon we're probably going to jump into View of Vespucci, which is a cool parachuting
top event playlist leaderboard for PS3 and Xbox 360.
Taking you through some of the DLC all weekend long. Very radio. This weekend, all weekend.
What's up, bro?
I just saw the coolest vanity plate for one of the guys all weekend long.
Oh yeah.
DTF.
Oh yeah. And there was like a bunch of girls driving too. Perfect.
No, there's no Pearl Jam tickets, but amazing. But yeah, we're going to be dropping a lot of DLC over the next few months, and I wish I could tell you about some of the exciting stuff that we have planned. But it's been in the works for a long time, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what that stuff is. I would say the beach bump stuff has got to be like the
and you know the beach bump stuff's free, so limited edition. Download it to your Xbox or your PS3. But yeah, we've got some pretty cool jobs. Up the Creek, which is a bike race, Water Rings, which is a sea race, Vespucci Beachfront, which is a team deathmatch. One called Sunday Driving, but it's with an AE, like something you might be. Gone Coastal, which is a sea race. And so basically there's 3 ways to join. You look for the button font in the initial GTA 5 loading screen. If you're looking to do some playlist stuff.
And there was like a bunch of girls.
But hopefully we'll have Pearl Jam tickets. We're gonna do some parachuting here soon. Hopefully. But yeah, we're gonna be dropping a lot of DLC over the next few months, and I wish really nervous. I wish I could tell you, probably because, yeah. You know what's amazing when you look in somebody's eyes and they've got that I'm so fired look?
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
and it
I
looks
mean,
amazing. You've been there. I almost fired you this summer.
We don't need to talk about it.
Yeah, I think we were recording some GTA 5 audio. You showed up all sweaty, late.
It was raining too.
Got some
and it was warm, so
pretty
I was
cool
sweating
jobs
in the rain, and I was
up the creek, which is a bike race, water rings, which is a sea race.
Yeah, I think pretty soon we're going to be showing you Turn the Tide.
Deathmatch. But yeah, that one called Sunday Driving. This summer, when we were in the heat of recording GTA 5, we literally had 4 different recording studios going at a fever pitch, from 9 in the morning to 9 o'clock at night. It was just madness. And this one studio that we record at all the time, beautiful facility in Midtown. Really, I mean, it's so old school that like the doors weighed £1 million, but you could go into one of the VO booths and set off a stick of dynamite and you wouldn't hear it. You wouldn't hear it at all. Probably because it's a beautiful facility. What happened was we had that heat wave. Just the AC. You've been there. I almost busted on this thing. Not only did the AC bust, but the water, some kind of water thing, a water pipe on the roof bust and came into the studio. And so this engineer, it's literally like water's flooding into the studio. He's trying to pull equipment out, still plugged in, and electricity arcs to his leg and burn the crap out of his leg. This summer for a Pro Tools rig. Yeah.
I heard
4 different recording studios going. Just some at a fever pitch. Pretty insane stuff.
Disable the map of GTA 5 master.
And one studio that we record at all the time. Beautiful facility.
We're taking all sorts of master tapes up
Yes.
in your house. That's like the first thing that you thought of.
I had you know what? This broadcast actually reminds me go into one of the video booths and when we recorded all the GTA 3 stuff in my house, because it was basically the same setup. It was a beautiful facility with jackasses. And what happened was yeah, but those those master tapes, they could have gotten blown away by Superstorm Sandy. While they're getting the Turn the Tide water pipe set up,
There's always that last dude just dragging
it's literally like
Some of the new cars, the BF Bifta,
which we talked about before, some of the Doom
electricity.
buggy.
Yeah, it's got a lot of power too.
To his leg and burn the crap out of his leg. This summer,
for a Bravado Paradise, the Canis Kalahari, and the Speeder, which is a speedboat.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, I'm disabled. The first thing I did when I got these brand new studio bars, I got myself one of those Paradise vans. It's got that octopus paint job on the side of your house. That's like the first thing that you just get the You know what? Feel free to fire rockets out of the back of that thing. It's the most fun you can have.
I love the monkey face.
I saw some people on the internet. They were doing something called air jousting, and they were taking these cargo bobs and taking people up to beyond the Maze Bank building, just all high in the sky. And the rules were the people had to fire at each other from the inside of the car. And I want to see people doing that with that Paradise van. I want to see people launching rockets at each other out of the back of those Paradise vans, a mile and a half off the floor, because they will do it. And it will go up there. And I'm gonna be looking at every one of those videos.
I saw some kind of weird jousting tournament on the top of a building.
Oh yeah, I think that was a little different. I think I saw there was some kind of vehicle death match that they had set up at the top of the Maze Bank building.
Yeah,
it was just basically bumper cars.
Well, that's one of the things I think in the upcoming months. There's going to be a lot of tools that Rockstar is going to release.
Oh, yeah, isn't the creators coming out?
Yes, that's going to allow you to, make some amazing custom.
And I think that's where the community really shines. I mean, the guys that play these games, a lot of these dudes are so talented coming up with their own. Look at stuff like early on, since the Doom days, the community has really been pumping out amazing maps and user-generated stuff that's just amazing. So I can't wait to see what these guys come up with when they have access to those tools.
This guy's in last-ass place.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Not anymore. Somebody just exploded real good.
Did I tell you my neighbors are swingers?
You started to mention it. Yeah. You did start to mention it.
Yeah.
I just don't know how one finds that out so.
All right, Danny and I are back.
That was a fun break.
Yeah, it really was. You know what I like to do on my break?
What's that?
Rails.
Yeah.
Just
Jeez,
big,
been a while from there.
big, long.
Fat ones. Now I'm sorry.
Yeah. You know, the first. I was off of Rails recently. Not recently, but a few months ago. It's just, you know.
It's not for you.
It's just, well, you know what it is? It's the next day. It really is. The next. Oh wow! What a nice
oh, wait,
flip.
recovery. Oh no.
Yeah. Exactly.
I thought it was going to happen. We're checking out the race that everybody's in right now. Turn the Tide. It's one of the brand new missions that you'll find on the free Beach Bum DLC pack, which I'm sure most of you, or if not all of you,
Yeah.
already downloaded.
Exactly.
To play with. But this race is featuring. It looks like I think I saw something other than Diff. This is a Diff to home race. But I love the customizable options on the Diff. There's a bunch of different exhausts on there that look really nice. And spoilers are great too. And you could also customize whether or not you want spoiler to be the primary or the secondary color.
Really?
Which I like. Because, you know, sometimes you don't want that primary color. You want the secondary. So you have to... There was a large expletive behind me.
Yeah. Somebody in the room flipped their. You're really doing great. Wow.
Yes, I just saw somebody light on fire, and that wasn't good.
That was not optimal. Wow.
It's like, are you trying to win the race? Trying to win? Doesn't seem so. Man, this is just all weekend long. This is all.
Yeah, it's just gonna be carnage. If you
All
thought this
weekend.
broadcast was carnage,
Oh man.
it's yeah, it's part of the Vespucci Beach Party. All this weekend, we're gonna be giving away a bunch of stuff, including vanity license plates, and make sure you compete on those event leaderboards. There's also some nice GTA 5 gear that we're gonna be kicking
And that's for
out.
both platforms too. So don't think that you're not included if you're playing Xbox and you have a PS2 or a PS3 Xbox.
Yeah. There's new hairstyles, which is I highly recommend getting your tattoo or getting a new tattoo and getting your ponytail cut off by a psychopath. It's
Well, and there's new tattoos also, and that's for both men and women. Go check them out. There's some actual full color tattoos that's part of the DLC pack, which I thought looked really, really cool.
I got a new tattoo out on the GTA 5 radio tour.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah,
I didn't even know that. Let me see.
Well, the official Rockstar tattoo artist is in San Francisco, you see. And when I was there doing media interviews on my birthday, September 4th, I stopped by to see the Rockstar tattoo artist who normally comes here to New York and tattoos a bunch of people.
That's pretty cool. It's got good rates.
Fantastic rates. It's
Nice.
subsidized by Rockstar. And he tattoos everybody in the office. There's people here that literally have entire sleeves by this guy. Rob Merrill. He's amazing. If you go to Goldfield's Tattoo in San Francisco.
Now we're plugging.
Now we're plugging. But yeah, dude, he nailed me for seven hours doing this while I was just
Wow.
pounding
They let you do
bourbon.
They always told me that it like it thins your blood out. You know.
Yeah, dude, I bled like a pig. I bled like a pig.
I need new ink, dude. It's gonna happen. I don't know. I know what I want, but I'm really picky about who I go to and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So it's gonna happen. Hopefully before the new year.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting a penis tattooed on my chest.
Yeah, I think I can do that for you. You look good with a nose ring too. I didn't wanna-
Yeah. Good times.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh. DNF.
I was talking about tats and
I know.
DLC. I wasn't even paying attention.
By
to
the way,
race.
this is probably the first and last time that they're going to allow Danny and I to do play-by-play on the whenever we do. We're going to be doing these events like every couple weeks or something, where a couple of morons
cool.
sit and talk you through the new stuff. But there's a ton of DLC stuff coming down the pipe. We're pretty excited about it, and there's a ton of new jobs as part of Beach Bum.
Yeah, I think that there's 30 in total.
All right.
And I think we're highlighting 10 of those today, so we're just going to play through some of those. They include, it's a good mix of stuff. There's races, there's team deathmatch, there's some sea races too, and there's a few new parachute missions as well. So there's a lot of diversity for you to go and check out that's brand new and free.
Yes. And if you like it, why don't you go online and say something nice for a change? Instead of,
oh, they nerfed the payouts! But if we don't hear from the fans, who are we going to hear
yeah, exactly. Democracy is falling apart at the seams, and you're upset about online. Let's calm down a little bit. But yeah, there's, like we said before, there's the new weapons, there's the new new clothing, new playlists, and
hats, glasses, accessories. I forgot to mention too. There's like chains and sunglasses, and like it's. I mean, yeah, all right, it's sunglasses, but there's like 12 different ones. There's like different color lenses with your frames. Like that's ridiculous. You could just totally accessorize your character to whatever he's wearing.
I love it. All right, are we gonna do another race of some sort?
Oh, we're gonna do a parachute mission, I think.
I'm a big fan of the parachutes.
Yeah, you know what I like to try to do? Because everybody has like different methods when they're doing the parachute missions. Like some people that open their chute up almost immediately and go through the checkpoints that way. I like to play like old school Pilot Wings, like Super Nintendo style, and try to fall for as long as I possibly can and not hit that parachute until the last minute. That's the fun thing for me.
So we're gonna do a view of Vespucci. It was so bizarre when we were recording all this stuff over the course it was years, but we were out in LA at least once a month or so recording for GTA 5, and you're recording all this stuff, absolutely making fun of how ridiculous Los Angeles and California is, but you're living there.
Yeah, right.
And if you've never spent a week in LA, it is probably the most insane place on planet Earth. And I saw somebody complaining about how all the characters in the game are all obsessed with being an actor and a celebrity. I'm like, yeah, that's what it's really like out there.
That's the world of LA.
Yeah.
I haven't really spent a lot of time out there, but I really want to, especially now, living inside of Los Santos for as long as I have been. You start watching movies or you just see something on TV and it's instantly recognizable. But for other people, it's instantly recognizable as like Santa Monica or just LA. And for me, it's just instantly recognizable. It's like, oh, that's the pier on Vespucci.
Yeah.
And like I almost feel silly for thinking that way. But I mean, I think it's just a testament to how well, the look of the game was put together.
We hired a guy from Spain who works here, and all he knew about New York was GTA 4. So
okay.
He literally when he got off the plane, he came to Rockstar. We were sort of walking around. He was pointing to landmarks and calling them by their in-game name. I was like, no.
He's like, oh, that's where the Bossack is.
He's like, oh, it's Star Junction. I'm like, no. Like, you're actually gonna have to learn the real names now.
I was doing that on the street, like driving around. You live in this game world for so long, you start to learn the cars and everything, and you're like, oh, there's a cheetah. oh, dude, check out that Banshee. Oh man. It's like, oh wait, let me. There's a real name for that.
We were taking. We were talking about some of those great pictures people are taking and posting.
Oh, from the Snapmatic?
Yeah, dude, it's so good. It's a K-hole. As soon as you start looking at some of those pictures people are taking, it's like, you track like what their day was in the game and stuff. It's just like I could look at the stuff for hours.
Yeah, they definitely find some interesting things to photograph. That's for sure. Whether it's just selfies of other people taking selfies, or people driving a large vehicle into Michael's bedroom. The pictures are definitely enjoyable that the fans come up with.
What's great about this event is that I know that when we're done, you and I will still have a job, but him, I don't know. Hey, listen.
Things got real fast.
I know. Listen, Danny and I are radio professionals. Danny got fired for trying to bring a porn star to a One Direction show, but other than that, he's a good guy.
No, I think that was the right move. I stand behind it to this day. That was the right move. I'd do it again, damn it.
Exactly. So pretty soon we're gonna do take you through another one of these jobs. We think.
But
Yeah.
if not, you're gonna have like it's kind of like half a Laslow show.
Yeah, it really is sort of half a laugh. Let's
Yeah.
call Wayne.
Yeah, we should call Wayne. I was
Yeah.
gonna joke about that earlier, but we should just get him on the horn.
Yeah. Maybe what I'll do is like they, you know how they do on those home shopping channels. They just keep saying the same thing over and over.
Yeah, well, we could just keep doing that. Hey, so the Beach Bum DLC.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just we can only say what the pack has so many times.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what it is, guys. You guys you already have it. I already have it. But yeah, hopefully we can get our video issues straightened out, and we can start watching you guys play these Beach Bum jobs again. Because they are definitely fun.
Whoa. Look at that.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Try as hard as you can to not open that chute. Ah. Oh, there it goes. He's doing really well. See, I would have hit my chute by now.
You know what? I've always wanted to try that wingsuit.
Oh, dude, me too.
But the thing is,
perfect landing. Look at that. Right dead center. I thought he was good. I thought he was going to botch it.
a lot of those wingsuit guys die.
Do they?
Well, because you know what is you start.
You're talking the wingsuit like coming out of a plane wingsuit. I'm talking like the safe, like there's just a big industrial fan like blowing you like 15 feet off the ground.
I'm not talking about a Las Vegas attraction. I'm talking about a damn.
You mean Las Venturas?
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
No, where you'd like.
Yeah, like where you're a bullet flying like a flying squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But what they do
hardcore.
is they always try to skate as close as they can to like a cliffside or whatever. And then,
I don't have that kind of death wish. I don't want to. I'm afraid to go to the doctor to have a minor surgery. I don't need to get as close as I can to a rock face while falling at terminal velocity.
I don't know if I'd call getting a breast implants minor surgery.
It's just one.
Yeah.
One is minor, two is a big
I'd like
deal.
you to know that before this, I knew that we were going to be doing this broadcast today. So literally, just to annoy you this morning, I ate smoked mackerel, garlic, and hummus.
Well, hummus I don't mind.
Well, you won't. You'll be minding in a couple minutes because.
Yeah, I didn't go too crazy. Like I only ate half my lunch because I knew the room that we're in here is small, and I didn't
Yeah,
really want to
they've
beef it up.
managed to pick the hottest room at Rockstar Games, which is fantastic. But
I'm gonna get the flu here. It's like it's cold out there. It's hot in here.
You know what's weird? I told you that I was in Bangkok last weekend, and the truly bizarre thing is, I was wearing a Rockstar bullet tee, and the Max Payne. Yeah. The Rockstar logo is made out of bullets, and I see this dude at this market. It's like the biggest market in Asia, like 30,000 vendors. It's insane. I see this dude with the same T-shirt, and I roll up on him like, where did you get that shirt? And he's like, all defensive. He's like, I work at Rockstar. And I was like, whoa. So here's the embarrassing thing about bumping into somebody that works at the company when you're in a town known for sex tourism.
Exactly. Why are you here?
Yeah. Why are you here? And what are the...
So what lie did he give you?
Oh, no, he was actually... but he was there with his wife. But it all goes back to... See, I have these swinger conspiracies now because I have these swingers on my block.
You are obsessed with swingers.
Dude, when you live next door to swingers, pretty soon it taints your whole world.
All right, listen. The mission that's coming up is a death match, so that's going to be fun. But I also want to hear the story of Laslow's swinger neighbors. So it's like people are joining the lobby right now. It looks like they're joining kind of fast. I want to talk about the gameplay, but I also want to hear about the swingers.
Which one are we doing? Shoreline?
I don't think that's what it's called though. It's hang on. I gotta refer to my notes here. But yeah, this is a cool one. This is a deathmatch. If it's the one I'm thinking of, it's the one that takes place right by the stores. So it's like you got all of these shop fronts right by like the dispensary and the T-shirt shops, and it does spill out into the beach area and down the boardwalk a tad too. And there's all fun places. There's even you can get up on some. Well, I shouldn't give some strategy away before the whole match starts. But I'm just saying, there's like some fire escapes, balcony things you can get on. No one's really looking. Well, everybody's joined.
Yeah. This is a large open death match.
Yeah, it's very. I think, and it's full too. I think we got a full 16.
Vespucci Beach is so I'm not even calling it by the real thing, but that area in California is just bizarre.
Yeah, I was taking a look at like Google Images and stuff just of the area because I wanted to see like how close it was.
Exact,
and
dude.
Dude, there's a picture of that like graffiti pillar that's on Vespucci. Like I was looking at the real picture of it in like a Santa Monica. You couldn't tell. Like I was like, oh, that's the game. Oh no, that's not the game. Like that's the actual place. I was like, holy moly.
Hey, this guy's masturbating. What are you doing?
He's giving you the jerk.
Oh, now the chick's going. Wow.
It would be great to have everybody doing it at once.
That's
I like the guy. He throws it on you.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
It's like at the end of Favor Shame with the masturbating monkeys. Masturbating monkeys! There we go. That's fantastic. You know, half of these look like Travis. That's an inside joke there.
Yeah, hopefully we'll
So we're loading up here.
get this started.
And then it's yeah, so my swinger neighbors, here's the thing, run around their backyard naked, right? And neighbors call the police on them. So should you be allowed to be in your backyard naked?
Is there a fence?
Well, there's a fence, but people can still see because
like-
it's two-story houses.
What about from the street? Would you be able to see them from the street?
No.
I'm gonna say that it's probably inappropriate, but it's on their backyard. Like I'm sure that maybe they're not that great to look at. Is that the problem? Because I can't imagine complaining about naked people.
Here's the thing. Swingers are never hot. They're always like they hit sort of in their 40s
Don't
and
ruin this for me. Why you ruin this, lads?
and they're they get a bit doughy and they're like, you know what? I'm really tired of banging you. If only I could bang the neighbor. Wow, look at that. Sniping him down.
So I'm trying to pay attention to the action too. Oh, here's a taco. Oh wait, what happened to the taco van? Oh, there it goes. So how does now everybody know that your neighbors are swingers? Because I just don't imagine that that's something that you just like when you come to the neighborhood, you just show up with a cake and like a cake that says, "Hi, we're swingers," like in case you want to bang us.
Yeah, so
ring the doorbell.
So when I moved in and the people across the street said, just so you know, your neighbors are swingers. I said, how do you know? And they said, well, they asked if I wanted to bang. I was like, oh my god, what have I gotten into?
Yeah, that's something that.
So, but anyway, and then he went to jail for a couple years, and then that was a whole thing. And then anyway, then he's back, and now.
I'm sorry, someone just got taken out so well. So well. They thought they were all in cover. They thought they were really gonna. They had something going on. There was a plan, and then like maybe there was like an inch of the dude's head sticking up from the cement. Got taken out with a headshot. Sorry, I want to hear about this one.
And now there's a custody battle over the children, which it's.
There's children involved.
Yeah, if you're a swinger, you should never have children.
Yeah,
it just really cuts into the lifestyle.
Yeah, like you got to find a babysitter so you can go to like the swinger club. Like that's got to be.
That or you're banging the babysitter.
Yeah, exactly. Why would you go out?
Yeah.
Just put the kid to bed. Let me know, and then we'll come out.
Are there any questions that people can post on the stream? If you have any questions about the DLC pack or how to know if your neighbors are swingers,
why are you talking?
Why are you such a moron, Laslow?
Just let's watch
You
this.
contribute nothing, you zilch.
Man, so I mean, you did this big press tour, hyping the game up all across the country. You were overseas. I'm sure you got the question. What was it like to have such a big role in this game? Did anybody ask you that?
Yeah, but you don't really feel like you have a big role because there's 900 people working 900 women and men working like insane for 2 or 3 years.
True.
To make it happen.
But we're talking about those guys those 900 dudes they don't have they're not in cut scenes affecting the main storyline.
Well, that didn't affect any of the main storyline, but it's obviously it was an honor to be part of that. But this game is so big and there's so many amazing components to it that it's like to me the superstar of this game is the guy that made the helicopter fly.
Oh, dude, it's whoever did the water. Like they need if there's like video game Oscars,
yeah.
Like whoever I don't even care if like the dude that took the picture for the water, like the reference photo, he deserves like an Oscar too.
Yeah,
because the water in this game, I could just stare at it. It looks amazing. I don't know how it works.
I feel like when you talk to the people at Rockstar North that actually make this stuff happen, I feel like the biggest moron on the planet. I'm like, you are all super scientists. How do you even come up with that?
It's really fascinating. Just all the little touches that went into this game.
And dude, even
very subtle.
like running around here in this deathmatch, every time we were recording in LA, recording all the peds and stuff, and some of these multiplayer characters for that matter, I would walk these exact streets that you're seeing here to go into the water every morning.
Yeah, it's incredibly detailed. Like there's even like I think it's for racquetball. There's racquetball courts at the end of Vespucci Beach, and at first I didn't know what they were because I'm not from that area, so I didn't know. And like at first I thought maybe it was like a car wash or something. Like you could pull a car in there and watch it. But then I realized that no, they're racquetball courts. And I googled Vespucci racquetball courts. It was identical. Like it looked
not
like
Vespucci.
On the beach. No, there's racquetball courts.
I know, but it's not called Vespucci.
Oh, yeah, I know. In Santa Monica. Sorry. See, I get confused. I got to go to L.A. I got to see this all for myself.
Yeah,
I really want to.
You really should. That was a cool little death match.
Yeah, there was a lot of death going on too, by the way. Like the spectator that we were watching.
I think we're gonna do the Cove.
Boy, wasn't having a good time.
We're gonna do the Cove next.
Oh, nice. That's that parachute.
No, it's a documentary where you murder porpoises.
Yeah,
it's a great death match where you just kill marine life.
The Cove is that's the one that I was thinking of, where like they start you basically in space. And you're just falling for what seems like forever. Like you're above the clouds. Like the other Vespucci, I think the view of Vespucci one, you're kind of right there. This one, you're so high up, man, and you really get you can really get a sense for how huge and epic this map really is.
Part of the this stuff that's going on this weekend, we've reserved 20 special vanity license plates to award top performers in the event playlist leaderboard. So, and that's across PS3 and Xbox 360. So. By the end of the day, Monday, November 25th, we'll be awarding some plates to 20 different people. Vespucci, Surfs Up, Seaman.
Yeah.
Seaman?
Yeah. You don't want a Seaman plate?
Yes.
I'm going to get that next time I get tapas.
Sup, bro? Now, Danny's got you're the only man I know that's got a custom plate.
I had it. Well, yeah, I did have one. I guess I could say it now since it's not active anymore. But I was always a big fan of the LA-based movie Falling Down with Michael Douglas. And so he was Defense. You don't even know his name in the movie. He's credited in the credits as just simply Defense. And when I figured out that was available as a New York vanity plate and no one else had it, I was like, oh my God, I am Defense. Let's go.
Did anybody recognize it?
No, maybe one. No,
what
it was
lame.
Like, it was really lame. Especially because I was parking my car a lot in the city, so I was always in like different garages. And then so like the garage attendant would always ask me, he'd go, "Oh, Defense, you like sports?" And I would just be like, "No," but then that eventually just turned into yes. So
yeah. So the other day, there's a flyer, a wanted flyer in my mailbox with the chick swinger. It says wanted for child abandonment, and it's her pissed off husband because she split. She like
that was quick. How'd they go from being nude in the backyard?
This is over 15 years.
Oh, I thought you made it sound like they just moved in.
No.
Something. Oh, okay.
No. I'm telling you, when we moved into this neighborhood 15 years ago, they're like these are right. Or 12 years ago. It's like these people are swingers, and then their life is blown up and gone to crap. And now she's disappeared with the kids, and some squatter is in the house.
Well, it's not even the man swinger.
No, it's the chick split with the kids.
So who's left in the house? You said it was a squatter.
Well, the guy, the male swinger, he went to jail for a bit, and then he came back, and then she divorced him.
I thought your neighborhood was nice last.
So did everybody else in the neighborhood. Listen, when I moved into this neighborhood, I introduced myself to the chick across the street, and I said, "Hey, I bought this house." And she looked at me, and she goes, "How old are you?"
Hey, you got a question?
Hey Laslow, been a big time fan of you since you first appeared in Grand Theft Auto 3. How was being in GTA? How was being in a GTA game like? How did Rockstar ask you? Here's the thing, I didn't get asked to be in this game. I was just told. Like Dan Houser wrote the script and said, by the way,
Yeah.
some awful shit is going to be happening to you.
Yeah, I don't think Laz was just like, hey, I had a great idea for 5. I was thinking that you guys could abuse me and tattoo a big dick on my chest.
I was hoping Fred Armisen could urinate on me.
But I mean, coming from you weren't in this. You weren't in the GTA world before 3, so they had to approach you at some point and ask you.
Well, no, I mean, I met one of the
Look how high up they leave you.
Wow.
Look how high
that
up
is
you are.
way up.
Look at that. You can see the curvature of the Earth. That's ridiculous. Who even knew that the GTA world had a curvature of the Earth if you were up high enough for it?
And who knew that the entire state of San Andreas, aka California, was just an island?
Well, you know what? There was I was reading somewhere. Somebody had a great explanation for that. If you go into the barbershop, haircuts in 5, there's a map on one of the walls of what looks like the world. And it looks a little different because you could see some of the elevations aren't correct and the water levels aren't correct. And someone speculated that maybe this takes place in some kind of alternate universe where the water levels are a lot higher than they are in our reality.
This is like the end of Lost.
And that would account for why all these games happen on island. And I was like, that's brilliant.
Dude, you just blew my mind.
I was like, that was brilliant. Like, it's not like this ridiculous, it doesn't make sense thing. Like, it makes perfect sense. And there was actually like some in-game reference to give it some weight. And I was like, wow. So that's what I believe.
Just so you know, in the next DLC, there's going to be a smoke monster.
Well, there is a hatch, underwater.
Is there?
Yeah, come on, Laz.
Wow.
I know, dude. There's some really crazy secrets. I don't want to ruin it for anybody who doesn't know.
There's a hatch?
I swear. And there's a secret message. I don't want to ruin it.
Is Desmond down there?
There's somebody.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you the weirdest thing. The weirdest thing that ever happened to me is I was at a wedding and we were on a boat in Italy, and there was this chick across who kept smiling. I mean, she was quite nice, and I sort of talked to her for a second, but she creeped me out. Like, really, I felt very uneasy. I was like, I've met this chick before, and something bad is about to happen, because every time I've seen this chick, something bad happens. But I was like, I've never met her before. It didn't make any sense. I also been drinking. And all of a sudden, somebody's like, that's the chick that played Penny on Lost. I was like, God damn it, that's it. No wonder she was creeping me the hell out.
My only, I don't have any, celebrities don't ever smile at me, although there was a time where I was mistaken for David Tell on 2 separate occasions.
You're bald and drunk.
Yeah, I was.
But to answer Kali Werty,
yeah,
I met one of the original guys, and I had a radio show at the time, and I was talking about technology and the internet, and he said, you should. And I told him I reviewed video games, and he said, you should stop by our office. And so when I came in, I met Dan Houser, and we started, he said, we're going to do some comedy spoof radio for a game. And so we just started kind of kicking around some interesting ideas. He's like, hey, are you interested in doing some freelance work for us? And I was like, yeah, sure. And
that's history, my friends.
yeah, exactly.
As they say.
12, 13 years later.
Hey, here's a great question from Silvermane 2. How much is the Beach Bum DLC? It's free! It's free!
It just downloads to your...
Yeah, all of it. The hats, the glasses, the shirts, the bikinis, the tattoos, the cars, the jobs. All that cool stuff that's available is absolutely free. You don't pay anything at all. This is all free content. Just as, I guess, as Rockstar's way of saying thanks for loving the game so much.
Yeah. And some of the cool stuff that we're going to be giving away is a Los Santos lifeguard tee, which
cool.
I actually own one of these.
Yeah. Is that a huge beach blanket?
Yeah, the GTA 5 beach towel, which I actually dry myself off with in the morning.
Hey, I would love to if I had one.
Well, yeah. Well, you're gonna have to go on and see if you can beat some of these fools.
I can't.
Online.
Are you kidding me? If I go online, they'll kick the crap out of me.
Laslow, here's a question from local to diehard. Wow. Laslow, is there any difference between you and your avatar in game?
No, he's really just this kind of a whiny, scummy douche.
Yeah, really, yeah, sort of humping girls whenever I can.
Yeah, praying. That is a word I would use to describe him. Laslow likes to. He hunts.
Yes.
Laslow is always peacocking.
Yeah,
for
you know
the
what's
ladies.
weird? My in-game character is basically written by the script's written by Dan, and then I go through and take out some of the worst bits. Now, I go through and add on to the script and stuff, and then
So you take out some of the worst bits. So
no, I don't take out the worst bits.
So
but
when they tattooed a penis on your chest, there was something worse than that.
no, I have no control over that.
Or when you were doing your little booty dance in the LS River, that was fun too.
But and so a lot of that stuff we just improv'd on set. Like my favorite line of it all was I jacket in traffic. Have you ever, while driving, touched yourself? Be honest.
I'm gonna give you an honest answer. I really just got to think about it. I think that I've wanted to.
I'm talking about a long, like you're driving. See, I used to have to,
I know.
I'd have to drive from Oklahoma to Missouri, and it would smoke a pack of Camel Lights.
I've thought about it.
A man gets lonely on the road.
I've wanted to, but I could never concentrate on it long enough to get there. I guess because I'm always afraid that like I'm gonna get into a car accident. I figure that's a really silly
that's a way to
die.
go. What's better than hanging yourself in a closet? What are you talking about?
Yeah, but if I'm gonna go that way, someone else is gonna do it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna keep playing with myself. That's not the way I'm going out.
We should tell everybody. Make sure you follow us at Twitch or Twitter, Facebook, so that you get all the updates about when we're going. I mean, this broadcast being a colossal failure because I'm involved, but. Future broadcasts, I think Cousin Ed's actually going to come in and bring some kind of professionalism to this.
Oh, cool.
To this kind of thing, and we'll have something for you to announce at 3:59. He says
that's very specific.
That is for specific.
It's a very specific time.
Yeah.
We're going to be playing Up the Creek next.
Yeah.
By the way. Up the Creek is one of the brand new missions in the Beach Bum DLC pack that, again, is free. Just go download it, and you'll have these missions to play. This is a dirt bike race. It goes along Cassidy Creek, ends at the Alamo Sea. And, there's a hot... I remember this one now. You're all over the place. Like, you think you're going off-road. Nope. Highway. So now you're dodging traffic, and, plus the people that you're racing with, plus traffic, plus the oncoming traffic. And a super sharp turn spits you right back onto the beach. Lots of fun stuff. I can't wait to see these guys race it out in like 2 seconds because I think we're just about ready here to launch.
Every time I hear the word Cassidy Creek, I think of when we were voicing all the stuff for the Visit Blaine County, with Dwayne Earl, aka Danny McBride. Yeah. That was probably one of the highlights of working on this game was working with Danny McBride in studio.
Yeah, and I just started getting into that like Eastbound and Down show just a few months ago.
So
and I feel like I should be kicking myself for not watching it as hard. It's really funny. Everybody should go check that out.
Wow, you are hitting posts like
just left and right.
Asshole.
Left and right. Yeah, here's the turn. See, here's what I was talking about with the traffic.
Wow, sticky bombs. I like your style.
Now, everybody's gonna have to watch it, man, because the turn that gets you onto the beach, like it's a tight checkpoint. Oh, we're doing vehicle deathmatch. That's what's going on here.
Wow, this is a nice race. Why do you keep checking your text messages? What are you doing? See, no wonder you fell off. That's what happens.
There's got to be laws.
See, and here's the other thing about pleasuring yourself while you're driving is mobile phones now. You can actually watch pornography in your car.
That's very true.
I saw a guy one time that those mobile DVD players.
Yeah.
He actually had it on his dash, watching a movie while driving.
I mean, I can't say that I haven't done some stupid stuff like that, but usually it's in traffic. Like if you're just dead stopped in traffic, what's better than having it like an iPad with some TV shows on there? Where it's like, could you imagine? Like, I'm so glad this isn't like 1987 anymore. Like, what would I do if I was just stuck in traffic in 1987? I had nothing to do.
Drink. That's what we did back in 1987 in traffic.
Oh man. Well, it's good things they made some laws for that too, I guess.
Wow. Do we have any more questions? Post them.
Yeah, see, from the spectator that I'm watching here, it seems that somebody did not heed my warning about that super sharp turn onto the beach, and that's why they're in 6th or 7th place, trying to catch up to the rest of the pack. So you should listen, man. I know these races.
I know. It's amazing when you get paid to play these games for a living. Makes me realize how terrible I am at
video games.
Well, no, I know you think I'm terrible at video games, but
all I know is that I had beat 5 came out. I had run through 5, and me and Laz are friends on Xbox Live, and I went to go and check on his progress because you can do that through the menu.
What you? What?
Yeah, I could see how much of the 100% of the game you've completed. And I saw that Laz had completed, maybe like 4 or 5% of the game.
Here's the thing. Here's what I do. I have such an emotional soft spot in my heart for this virtual world that we created. I just sort of drive around listening to the radio and watching the sunset, and I swear, and then it's not masculine. I'll do one.
You're having a midlife crisis inside of the game.
I really am, dude. You know how hard it is to watch a virtual me being disrespected like that?
The way I
had to watch myself dance in my underwear.
I prefer to think of it as people cannot complete the game unless they do those terrible things to you, which gives me just pleasure. You know, hey, look, I'm in the game too. If you want to beat the game, you got to kill me. I think that's awesome. Like that, there's no more awesome that you could be.
Yeah, what are you in?
I'm in the mission that you were talking about before with the assassination mission.
Oh yeah. So just so you know, you finished 6th.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
We have the Rockstar elite here in the room of we can't get a streaming event going. We're fired. Wow, the Triple X presidents. Well done. Up next, we're going to be doing water rings.
Oh, nice. So we could show off that speeder boat.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great addition to the watercraft lineup because you need something speedy for racing and stuff. Like you can't take that sailboat.
This is the one that goes around the islands north of Paleto Bay.
Yeah, it's very rocky. There's going to be a lot of obstacles there. You're going to have a lot of you're going to see people launching left and right, misjudging turns. Going face first into a cliff. Well, not a cliff, but a rock island sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I think there's also a sprunk jump, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully we'll see some people catching some air on that delicious sprunk jump.
I do love some sprunk.
I'm more of an E-Cola man myself.
It's amazing how many brands have been created for the GTA universe.
Yeah.
It's
ongoing too. I almost forget that these brands have kind of been around, and like they live in 4 in these previous games, and you kind of forget about it.
Yeah.
Until there it is in your face in the new game again, and like you laugh about it again.
Yeah, and that's what was great about actually bringing Jack Howitzer to life is, going all the way back to Vice City, he was you heard him in movie trailers on the radio, and then in San Andreas you heard him, being interviewed, and then he shot somebody in the face. And then if you poke around in GTA 4, you see a little bit of information on the internet about him.
I did not know that.
And that stuff gets buried deep. It's so exciting when the 3 people find the thing that you've buried,
Well, I mean, I was having a fun time, because there was a lot of working on a game like this. It's not like you know everything and you know every last little thing about it. You have your little thing that you're a part of, and everybody has their little things that they do within this big world while you're working. And so a lot of the things after the game came out, and these, the fans were finding all this stuff, like the UFO stuff, and like I didn't know about any of that. So I got sucked into it like everybody else. There's fascinating things to be found in this world. Like there's a whole murder mystery serial killer that you could like investigate and kind of find the clues and figure it out. And like just the fact that that's there for you, like it's not publicized, it's not.
Oh yeah,
it's not
there's a bunch of stuff.
It's
buried.
all there. It's just even if you've been done with the game for hours, there's always going to be something that you can go find, like that hatch that I was talking to you about. Like here's Laz. He's one of the guys like in the game. Like he's a character in the game. He has no idea what I'm talking about.
Don't give away all the.
No. And there's tons. Believe me, there's tons. I am not giving away anything.
The plan over the next. I don't even know how far out it is, but there's a lot of cool DLC coming.
Yeah, I think.
And we started a little bit late because of what's his name? I'm getting fired this afternoon, guy, and so we're gonna extend the stream. So those of you that are watching on the Socialclub events page, will need to refresh the page. So, however that technology works.
Well, see, no harm, no foul.
You know what I do? You know what
30 minutes up front. We'll give you 30 minutes on top.
There's a lot of. I was firing up another Socialclub ID, and people had taken my name.
On what?
On Socialclub. Yeah, on Socialclub. I was
like the real Laslow 769 or something.
Yeah, right. Thanks a lot.
Swinging Laslow. That's gonna be my new name.
How come? Why don't they show off the? Why don't you show off the bottle? I want to see somebody getting cut.
Well, we could do that. With next step.
Yeah.
We'll check out.
I think we're gonna one of our favorites coming up, Sunday driving.
Yeah, that's a cool one. That's right around this shops at Vespucci. So you can race around and kill your friends as you pass by the dispensary.
Yeah.
Smoke on the water. Excuse me.
I love. I'm just sitting here looking at some pictures that people have done because you can do all these sort of beach clothes, and as part of the Beach Bum DLC.
Oh yeah, there's tons of it.
And really fruity looking
You don't like the shorts? I was loving the shorts. My GTA Online character in the Beach Bum pack, he's rocking the running shorts. I got gams for days.
Wow. Here we go.
We got another. Well, we are. Here's a sprung jump. Boom! Oh, see, and you know that's gonna happen. That's the risk you gotta take, folks. But you know what? That's probably a nice strategic way to get to the head of the pack too. If you can time that jump right and get over everybody else in front of you, you can definitely make up some positioning.
Yeah.
There's a question from a guy named Negative Ghost Rider. He's asking. I don't even know if I can answer this. Oh, we can answer this.
Yeah. So do all the GTAs take place in the same universe timeline? Well, so the games like the GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, all those the 5 and PS2 games.
How come the original Grand Theft Auto and GTA 2 never gets talked about in this vein? I came into this Rockstar world with those top-down GTAs.
Yeah.
So those still exist in my world. Which basically, for anybody out there who's interested in those games, you can download those for free on the Rockstar website. They've made those classic games available.
Yeah, they're
which
fantastic.
is really cool. Totally cool.
But those are sort of one universe, and then the HD era games like GTA 4, all the episodes from Liberty City, and Grand Theft Auto 5. That's sort of another distinct universe. So I know it sounds a bit comic booky, but the things that do sort of go between those two universes are the in-game brands, because if you look at GTA 3 is set in Liberty City, which obviously looks a wee bit different than the Liberty City of GTA 4. So I mean, there's
exactly. And the same goes for for the San Andreas that you see in GTA 5 and the San Andreas that people remember from GTA San Andreas.
Yeah.
Those are completely different.
They
they're
look
different worlds. There's different places, and
but there's Grove Street still exists. That's what
Grove Street, still Grove Street.
I love Grove Street.
It's a different spot, but it's still Grove Street.
Yeah.
Everybody loved Grove. Grove Street is one of those places where people really have an attachment to it. It's very strange. Like I can't think of another like a street. Like think of it. It's not a character.
Yeah.
It's not like a group of people. It's a hood.
It has a special place in my heart. It's like
Grove Street.
I hung out with some really awful people in this place.
Like if there was like some Grove Street gear, like I would probably buy it.
Yeah. I love Big Smoke. I started
All
playing.
those guys are funny,
I started
man.
playing San Andreas again while we were out on tour for GTA 5, and I'd forgotten how special like some of that stuff was. Like when you could load up guys in your car and you're driving and they're all just popping off shots. It was just fantastic.
Yeah. That was a great little thing that you could do. You could have a crew.
Fantastic. All right, I think we're going to be loading another one up with this Beach Bum DLC.
Oh yeah, we're doing.
I think we should do commercials next time.
What do you mean?
I think we should play commercials as part of this goofy thing.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like proper
GTA commercials.
We should take GTA commercials and play them so that I can.
So we could go.
And we should also we should also do like when we used to do the Laslow show, you and I. When you were the producer,
many moons ago,
when we would drink the entire time.
Yeah, drinking needs to be a part.
And we need callers. We got to get a phone board so people can call in.
If this is going to be more of a regular thing, we could sit down for 10 minutes and just figure this out. So.
No, that's why would we want to do that when we could have this crew over there shitting themselves because they can't figure out a black magic card.
I came from this. I came from all this. This could happen again.
Wow, what happened to that guy? He just fell the hell over.
I don't know, but up next we're gonna, for everybody that's following us along in these jobs, these brand new Beach Bum DLC jobs that we've been running through the last hour or so. Next up is a Rockstar favorite. It's called Sunday Driving. It's a race. It takes place right in
Vespucci Beach in La Puerta.
Yeah, right in the boardwalk.
I always like
area.
to put a little Hispanic accent when I say Spanish. La Puerta.
Maybe I'll pick that.
Yeah.
up.
It's a looping race around Vespucci Beach Promenade and or as they say, Promenade, and some of the nearby roads. It's good for motorcycles, tourists.
Yeah, and I believe
wackos.
the lap is pretty short too. So it's not a long race.
Well, here's a good question. How was it working on V-Rock? Well, V-Rock till you drop. I actually have a V-Rock bumper sticker
Is it still on your
prominently displayed. My car is like
old?
It's the yeah. My car is the history of my work at Rockstar Games. It starts. There's a GTA 3 sticker. So every game that I would complete, I would I'd put a sticker on the car.
They don't pay Laslow very well. He's got to drive the same car.
No, you know what it
over
is?
multiple GTAs.
Here's the thing, and I realized this when I was driving in Thailand, drunk. Dude, I had to drive on the left side of the road, which, dude, it freaked me out.
Yeah,
Can
man.
I tell you, when you've had a couple of beers and you're driving on the wrong side of the road,
or the right side of the road.
you're driving on the right side, dude, it's so counterintuitive. It is so.
You're ballsier than me, dude. I would never even attempt. I wouldn't attempt that sober. I know I'd fuck that. I knew I would mess that up. We need a dump button in here.
It was, yeah. But no, see that car. Here's the thing: is everybody should have a car that if they were to crash at high speed into a telephone pole, they could just walk away and laugh.
Well, that's my new thing because I never had a new car. I never went to a dealership and got a car, but I always felt sort of bad that I didn't have I always oh, I want the nice car. I want to have a nicer car. But you're absolutely right. It's just why? It's just gonna die. Why put all this money into some crap car?
Here's the thing: is I have a decent car. It sits in the garage, and then the crap car, I drive it to the train station. And literally, it gets run into by drunks constantly, including a few months ago. Dude, look at this race. This is fantastic.
Yeah, I know that it's really getting heated. We should probably talk about the
we should probably talk about the race. They're gonna say, Laslow, you were the worst host ever. You didn't talk about this amazing DLC pack. Right into the wall like an ass.
Yeah, some of these turns are so tough, man. You gotta. Folks, you gotta learn that handbrake control.
Yeah. But dude, so I'd had a pretty good amount of wine on the train, and I get into the car and I'm pulling out, and this chick is driving in reverse while talking on her cell phone and clocks into my car. She gets out. She calls her father. Her father shows up and he's like, "Dude, I'm really sorry." And I go, and he's like, "How much do you want me to pay?" And I said, "Dude, look at this car. Do you think I care?" And I said, "Could you just please tell your daughter not to drive in reverse while talking on the phone?"
That is another cool thing about having a car that you don't care about, or maybe more so an older car. I had a tank at one point. I was driving around an '86 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Somebody hit it once, and they were just like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," and there was no damage, none. Their car was a little messed up. My car was fine.
Dude, cars now, you can have an accident at 1 mile an hour, and it will cost you $8,000.
Yeah, that's just for your headlight.
Yeah,
that's like for some reason it's 3 feet long and it weighs 25 pounds just to house a light bulb. It's unbelievable.
This might be my favorite race.
Yeah, I like it. It's nice. It's nice short loops, and there's lots of turns, lots of obstacles too, because there's still pedestrians on Vespucci Beach.
Yeah.
There's hot dog carts and umbrellas, all sorts of stuff that's going to get in your way.
Oh, so we should talk about the special crates. Reaper 90 said, "How many are dropping? How often? And what's in them?" It's nice when the listeners are like, "Could you actually talk about what you're supposed to be talking about?" Instead of
giving us the copy
points.
Instead of all right, come on, talk about the crates.
Why do you drive a Honda? And so the answer is that there's going to be increased frequency of crate drops. So they have huge RP bonuses, and there's going to be some high-powered weapons that'll be dropping all weekend. So if you hang out in free roam and wait for the notifications, they'll be available just for this weekend. If you
haven't even unlocked the crate drops.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, because they're making it so that everybody can be involved with this celebration.
Oh, here's
of the Beach Bum Weekend.
Danny, what's your favorite GTA 5 moment?
Oh man, what is my GTA 5 moment?
Yeah, here's. I'll tell you what your favorite GTA 5 moment was. When I set you down in my office, I go, "You're hired."
Yeah, you know what? That is my favorite moment. GTA 5 is my favorite GTA game I've ever played. It's my favorite Rockstar release of all time, and it's just brilliant. What can I say? But if I was to answer that honestly, man, it was really good. I don't know, maybe it was tattooing a big penis on your chest. I had a lot of fun, honestly.
Yeah.
Chasing you down into the LA River was a good time in your Prius, your little electric car.
Yeah. What is this one? Speaking of which, when is the next Laslow show? I think this is it.
Yeah. Congratulations, you're listening to the last one ever.
Yeah, exactly. We should get the gang together again at some point.
Those are always a fun time.
Yeah,
man.
it really was.
Always a fun time.
I think one of my most favorite video game moments with Danny was when he used to think he was the best at Guitar Hero. Which
don't
first
even
off,
bring this
I
up.
would, anybody that would boast that they're,
I was the man.
and he boasted he was a man, and then live on national radio, he goes up against somebody who destroys him.
But do you want to know who the real culprit was? Because it wasn't my skills. My skills were perfectly intact that day. It was our engineer in the studio that day because they hooked the audio up and video up to different sources. So the latency wasn't no matter. I could try to match the latency all I want. The fact of the matter is that they were still running through different pieces of hardware. It was never going to match. I was set up to fail that day. I was set up to fail.
Right,
Conspiracy,
dude. As soon as you were shredding on a plastic guitar, is when you were set up to fail. This is going to be Vespucci Beachfront Deathmatch, and whoever wrote this copy says that you're there to stop the gentrification of Vespucci Beach, dead in its tracks with this death match. I don't know exactly how you... Gentrification is one of those words that I don't really understand, like bespoke. I don't even know what that is. You know what I mean? Or when you see that couture word under... Like, yeah,
I don't even know.
All I know is every time I see that word, there's some fancy bitch,
I know
model.
All I know is that it adds like a few $100s to whatever I was supposed
all
to be
I know
purchasing.
is it's like shit for a bitch I can't afford.
Like,
What they...
there's a yogurt, frozen yogurt place in my neighborhood called Yogurt Couture. Like, please, it's frozen yogurt, people.
Get some fancy ass yogurt.
We just had a Lewis Black moment. I just started yelling and my hands went all out in front of me.
So, all weekend, the Vespucci Beach Party, and there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. And evidently they're going to be archiving this disaster of a broadcast. I know, it should probably...
This should just be buried.
Yeah, it really be... They should just dig a hole in the backyard and take a dump in it and throw the show in it.
If I ever see this online on YouTube, I am filing a copyright.
It's really a takedown notice. I'm excited about these vanity plates, though. You can win vanity plates, which...
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, that's going to be that's a pretty sweet trophy, for you for participating in this weekend. If you could make it to the top of those leaderboards, no one else is going to be able to have those plates but you. So that's a pretty cool thing. I think we're right about ready to start this.
I like the guy flipping people off. That's nice. Let's do more jacking. More jacking.
Oh man, if we were still in radio days, that's getting cut so quickly and put into an instant replay.
Yeah, exactly. Grand Theft Auto Online, the entire universe of GTA 5 for you and your friends to explore.
And it's always growing too.
Yeah, that's the thing is the plans that are in place, I think are going to blow people's minds. So
it's just very unfortunate. I think that the whole internet culture of today's youth growing up, it's like everybody wants to be just so immediately satisfied. It's like more. I want everything now. And it's like everything's coming.
Yeah,
there's gonna be a ton of stuff for this game, and this is just very, very, very beginning.
Good things come to those who wait. I mean, that's.
I don't think the plan was like, let's put GTA 5 out and let's launch online. All right, bye. Like that wasn't the plan here.
No,
so there's
gonna
be a ton of stuff.
There's a ton of stuff, including some pretty amazing vehicles. I mean, the vehicles that are in this DLC pack are pretty cool.
They're pretty fun, and I just want to say it once again: don't be afraid to get these vehicles if you have a full garage, because these vehicles are free. So don't you can customize them, and you're going to spend your money on them.
Yeah, they're
in that way for customization. They're free.
It doesn't cost you anything in game.
Right.
So like the land-based vehicles that are part of this DLC pack are from. You can go to the website on your phone, Southern San Andreas Super Autos and website. The speeder is available via the DocTees website. I think that's what's so cool is you can, basically open up your phone, surf the net, and order stuff.
Yeah, and then, it gets delivered right to your garage. And you know what? If you like the Bifta, but you don't have space for it in your garage, don't worry. Just take it out, have a fun time with it, ditch it, blow it up somewhere, and you could always just, call, get another one for free. You're never paying for it.
Dude, I woke up this morning and looked at my my email history, or my email, and I evidently went online and ordered a bunch of stuff last night, which is good.
What kind of stuff? Did you get to know about it?
Well, yeah. I mean, I went on ordered a bunch of cigars, but I was kind of liquored up when I did it, so I bought, expensive cigars that I probably shouldn't have. But that's the joy of liquor and the internet is that next thing you know, especially Danny's the king of buying idiotic posters on.
Oh yeah, I've well, not idiotic, but I've made some. Perhaps poor decisions?
Yeah.
Not the wisest ones?
Yeah. Dude, this soundtrack
is great.
Unbelievable. We had this event where we should talk about this. He's running up the stairs. This is fantastic. What's the name of this one?
This is Vespucci Beachfront.
Yeah, that's right. We had a live concert with all the guys that did the score in a church, playing this soundtrack live. It was the most emotional experience of the game.
Yeah, I would have liked to have gone to that night. I wasn't able to go that night, but
well, yeah, because I told him not to invite you. This guy's going up the ladder. What are you doing? You gonna go up here and snipe somebody?
yeah, I mean,
Dude, some of the funniest moments in the world is watching Jim Norton, the comedian, playing.
oh yeah, I mean, I think I remember the
We was doing GTA
the
4
demo.
Dude, we took GTA 5 to those guys. It was hysterical.
Did he figure out how to not drive into a wall? You should let him know there's a lot of great roads. There's like over, I don't know what, like 25 square miles of road.
Dude, he got in the car and drove into a pool.
And then he wants to know, like,
Yeah.
but if you don't give him a free game, he's going to want to know where it is, like, real quick. Where's my free game I'm never going to play ever? Or if I do, I'm going to play it poorly once.
So there's a lot of new customization options as part of the new Beach Bum DLC pack. You know, you can deck out your GTA Online character with some beach-ready customization options, board shorts, surfer attire. That's what I love about the United States now is everybody dresses like surfers. Across the street, we've got that
Swingers. Yeah, you
Hollis-
tell me.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
swingers, surfers.
Oh.
You ever? You
Very diverse town
You know
you
this
live in.
Hollister place across the street from us?
I know of the name. I don't know, like, what you buy in
Have
there.
you ever? You've never been in there?
No, I
Dude,
don't
it's
do
the
that.
creepiest. There's a bunch of guys.
I'm wearing a Burger Shot T-shirt. I'm not even kidding. Like, I could lie and say that. I'm not.
There's a bunch of guys with their shirts off, standing around, and they pump in this weird perfume in the place, and it's just all like surf sweatshirts and T-shirts.
Is that the place, like, where if you do buy something, like, you have to carry around a bag with, like, a half-naked man on it for the rest of the day?
Yeah.
I would just, like...
Wow.
I would just be like, no. Like, I'd go to Dwayne Reed and just, like, buy a soda and then just put my clothes in the Dwayne Reed bag. Local references for the national audience.
What's he throwing? Sticky bombs?
Yeah. Our spectator here is attempting to do some damage with sticky bombs.
Yeah.
But,
I'm
he's getting
terrible.
shot up.
I'm terrible. with
He's
sticky
gone.
bombs. Oh.
See? And that's what you get. That's what you get for trying to aim sticky bombs when you got automatic weaponry pointed at you.
Yeah. Exactly.
And we have a winner.
Wow.
It's just so cool because at least the people that I saw in that deathmatch, like, you can take it to the ground and you could just be on the beach. And there's stuff on the beach too, and they even spawn some vehicles for you to use in that match too. But there are little nooks and crannies to get up on where people aren't necessarily looking for you. So that's a really fun one. We're gonna do some boat racing next. I do.
You guys should pull up some more questions.
Yeah. Make them good.
Yeah, make them good.
So yeah, we're gonna show off.
Yeah,
the
just give us
speeder boat.
suggestions and we'll do it. Stuff like, you know, can you and Danny make out? Whatever.
We could just say we could just make the sounds and stuff.
I actually have a picture of you nearly making out with one of the guys on the roof.
Well, how do you get out of that now? I'm like, how do I even begin to explain this? Come on, you know that when, you know, there's pictures, there's alcohol, you go to make that pretend picture, and, like, usually there's a point where, like, you'll be playing, like kiss chicken with a guy, and, like, you think, okay, he's going to pull away, but it's like, nah, if there would have been a collision of lips there if something didn't happen.
Exactly.
But Laz got a picture, just before that happened.
Yeah.
It's really creepy and wrong.
And soon, I should say that soon we'll have more info on the content creator heists. I know people are pretty psyched about the heists. There's going to be our take on Capture the Flag and some new story mode updates as well. Just keep checking out rockstargames.com, Newswire, and as soon as we know, in fact, you know, I find out stuff in the Newswire, like, about what's going on. Like, stuff is kept so under wraps. I'm like, oh wow, look at that.
Yeah.
I had no idea. From Just Eat It, what's the drunkest you ever got? Peed on my front door.
You remember, though?
Well, it's because I came to. I have a sleepwalking kind of thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Yeah. Yeah, like it was in college. My roommate said, I hear, you know, I hear Laslow, and then I wake up and I'm literally just standing there urinating on the front door, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I just looked at him. I just turned around and I go, "Evidently, I'm peeing on the door." What are you doing?
I hate those drunks where, like, you get drunk and you kind of get blackout, but you didn't pass out. and you either it takes a long time to get home or whatever, and then you kind of come out of your drunk towards the end of the night, but you still remember how drunk you had been. That's when it's weird, because it's just like, wow, like you suddenly, it doesn't have to be the next day where you're conscious of, wow, that was really bad and wrong. Like, it's still the same night, and you're already having those thoughts.
Yeah, exactly.
The drunkest I ever got, I don't know, they all end in a scream. Either I'm fighting with somebody and peeing somewhere. Like, that's how it's the same story all the time. I blacked out, I yelled at somebody was crying, it was either me or the other person, and I peed someplace I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
That's basically every getting drunk story.
Coming up next, Gone Coastal.
Yeah, Gone Coastal.
Nice boat race through Cypress Flats, the terminal, Pacific Ocean.
Laz is pulling this all from his memory. He's totally not reading
You like
this.
that? You like how I organically work those copy points in? You could literally put any just nonsense here, and I would say it.
We're almost ready on this race. I think we're just waiting. There's always that dude who takes forever to join. Join. You're part of this. Let's go. Millions of thousands of people. There's almost 3,000 people watching this right now. So get your stuff together. Laslow, do you like absinthe? There's a question.
I do like absinthe. I actually own absinthe, but I'm sometimes too scared to have
I don't
a
think
bunch of it.
it's not as crazy as I think people. I think it's got a huge.
I mean, I've had some in Prague, and
there's a big mystique attached to it. It's
yeah,
not
you know why? Because it was illegal,
that's really
and
no
it's
big
not
deal.
illegal anymore,
No,
is it?
it's fine.
It's like whatever.
I remember I had some ridiculous triple bock beer. It was some ridiculous beer. It was so good, and I think I had 2 of them. And I was like, I was feeling it pretty good. So that's my absence.
Yeah.
That's my beer now. When can we pick? This is from Broken. Broken Me.
Broken Meps 4.
Oh, is that what? Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
When can we pick up hookers without a car? Just walk into an alley and take care of it. Here's the thing. Anytime you solicit a woman, if you were on a scooter, she's in real life, she's not gonna come with you.
Yeah, there's a part of the game where you have to suspend disbelief, but there's a part of the game that wants to be just as authentic as possible. And when you combine those two things, that's your game. And I think that just wouldn't happen in the real world. You can't just walk up to a streetwalker and be like, let's just go down
on a Huffy. You don't roll up on a bicycle and be like, hey honey,
let's hit up the back of this King Cullen and do it up.
Yeah,
do it up nice.
Yo, bitch, get on the handlebars and take you for a good time. I mean, she's like, listen, my dignity disappeared a long time ago when I started banging guys for drug money, but I'm not hopping on the handlebars of your bike.
Line.
Yeah,
that's the line for a GTA prostitute.
Yeah, exactly.
They will not bang you behind the burger shop. Okay.
You know, the LA River is such a bizarre concept because they've basically taken a waterway, concreted it up.
I never thought about why it's there. I've never thought about. I just always assumed there must be some there must be some bad drainage issues or something, and that's why it's there. I always loved it. It's so iconic in the movies. You know, you see it in Terminator 2. There's that great chase with Arnold, coming down chasing John Connor, and it's just so iconic. It's fun to replicate that.
Wow, you are on fire in that boat. That's you see that for the last moment there was just him driving a boat on fire.
These boats are so fast. I hope everybody's enjoying them. And they look nice too.
Yeah, this reminds me of that
wood teeth, I think they call it.
Yeah. This is very much like sort of a Kennedy boat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the 50th anniversary.
Oh yeah, that's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. There's the boat's November.
Oh.
Here's a question from Lord Blighty. What are your favorite songs to appear in all the GTA in all the GTAs?
I guess of all.
Well, I mean, it's hard to say because the soundtrack curated so well, and it just really makes that world come alive. Like each song is such lovingly picked to help set the tone of that world. I mean, the Vice City soundtrack is one of my favorites, and I worked on that box set because we released an actual box set back when people actually purchased CDs.
But that night, that 1980s music, that people that hated 1980s music came around to like it because you're driving around this fictional, weird Miami, and
badass stuff.
Yeah,
Made you feel good.
I really loved the Hispanic station in that game because the guy spoke in English and in Spanish. But when he was speaking in Spanish, he was talking about his fat wife and how. But when he was speaking in English, he sounds like he's all in a great mood and everything's awesome. But when he's speaking in Spanish, he's like, only you people can understand me. My life is over.
See, here's what I'm talking about. Here's where you could really get ahead of the group if the group was a little tired of those jumps. Those sprung jumps are really going to come into play in these speakers.
It's nice that Sprunk has sponsored a jump.
Yeah, it's them now. It's like everybody knows the sprung jump.
Yeah.
Hey, where should we meet on Vespucci? Oh, meet us by the sprung jump.
Now, how much do you love? How much do you like Love Fist? A lot. The most fantastic fictional music act with an actual song. Don't forget that there's an actual real Love Fist song. I also love Crow. You know who Crow is? Crow is an artist. He was on the radio in Vice City as well. Where's everybody else in this game? What are you, 3 of 8? Pick it up.
Everybody's real spread out here. Lord Blighty says his favorite was Young Turks by Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
San Andreas.
That was good.
Who had the Phil Collins? That was Vice City, right? Wasn't there a Phil Collins track?
Yeah, but Phil Collins is actually in this game as well. But dude, when Phil Collins showed up in Vice City Stories, that was actually the and that was so 80s. Remember those 80s TV shows where they were just sort of like, oh, we're just a middle-class household, and then then all of a sudden like a celebrity walks in and is like, hey, I was just in the neighborhood.
Yeah, that sounds like something that would have happened on like Different Strokes.
Yeah, dude, Different Strokes did that all the time.
Or
like Nancy Reagan would show up.
All in the family, like all of a sudden Sammy Davis Jr. shows up at the house. He's like, yeah, my car broke down in Queens. Yeah, sure, whatever.
He walks in and there's that insane applause. Everybody sort of stands around awkwardly.
I wonder if anybody listening to the stream has ever seen an episode of Different Strokes or
all exactly. Grassroot 2 is coming up.
It's a cool off-road.
Yeah, Fort Zancudo, Lago Zancudo, Pacific Ocean, North Chumash. So we wanted to do a sequel to Grassroot, and this is an off-road point-to-point. Starts on the north bank of the Zancudo River, and passes through the wetlands and finishes on the beach in North Chumash. So there'll be some hijinks. Confirm.
Yeah, there's some like marshlands and some dirt road as well, and then it spits you out right onto the coastline, right by Fort Zancudo. And you gotta be careful, you guys, because you could definitely misjudge that turn and just kind of drive or power slide out into the ocean, which I've done plenty of times. And
this will be the last job that we're going to do. So we've got about 8 minutes left in this phenomenal broadcast, which is going to be archived on the Rockstar Games website.
You know, for the first time out, considering all of the difficulties that we ran into early on, I will say that this is a success.
Yeah, it's been fun. Normally I'd be sitting up in my office freaking out about how much work I've got to do, but
hey, me too.
I don't have to.
This counts as work.
Exactly. Beach Bum DLC. This is a live broadcast. They're only going to get more sophisticated. I've already decided that I want swooshy graphics and sound effects.
Yeah, we could do that's how we could just pile onto the workload for other people. Let's have them make wipes for us, like transitions.
Exactly. We'll get. And I think we need to have some.
I love this beat.
Yeah, this is a good song.
Yeah, we should leave this up over the race. Really push you in there.
Yeah.
Really give you the excitement in your gut. When this kicks in story mode, and it's just like you're so in it. Like you're there, you're in it.
That's exciting. Somebody just knocked over some equipment.
Invites are out, folks.
Be sure to follow us on Twitch. Click there to follow so that you can be notified the next time we're going to do an event.
And if you guys, if anybody joined late, all these bonuses that Rockstar is going to be awarding, it's not just during this broadcast, it's not just the rest of the day. This is going on all weekend long to get you familiar with the GTA Online Beach Bum DLC pack, which is totally free. If you don't have it yet, go get it. Tons of new clothes, hairstyles, tattoos, even flip-flops. Get different flip-flops, accessories, chains, sunglasses, hats. And of course, we've been focusing and showcasing these 4 new vehicles, completely free again. You don't have to pay for them whatsoever. 3 great land vehicles. You got the BF Bifta, you got the Kalahari, and the big van Paradise. Don't forget, you could shove some 2 dudes into the back of that Paradise and have a lot of fun.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I would go. What do they call that skiing where you have a gentleman in each hand?
That's the Walrus. Yeah, that's a Dov Davidoff joke.
I heard a new one. It's
Dov Davidoff has a new joke?
No, I've heard this thing called
You're scared.
They call the hack and sack seesaw. Have you ever heard of that one? No. That's where you put a. I'm so fired. You put a strap on and wear it backwards. You have a girl on each side, and you go back and forth like a seesaw.
That's a good one. Maybe that'll be in the next DLC pack.
We'd have to call it the Alderney.
Laslow's Neighbors DLC pack.
It would be cool if you could swing in the game. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Masturbating monkeys.
Yeah, that's totally one of my favorite toasts.
I'm switching it up.
I thought we were about to get a romantic moment.
Now we're gonna get a little oh no. Here we go, GTA race. The end of Laslow's career. It's been great.
And the Biftas are cool too because their colors you can totally customize them. So if you want them all one color, you can do the one color, or if you want to do the 2-tone, you can do the 2-tone.
Nice.
Such a fun car. First place got took real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, why don't you stay on the road, dummy?
Power slide turn to...
weak.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Guy from Rockstar, New England. Beat it. Get on the train. You stink.
Killer job.
Really? Yikes. 3 minutes left.
Man, how did you get away from that?
Really?
How did you?
Man. Wow.
So yeah, all weekend, folks. It's not just during this broadcast. Crate drops, increased frequency of crate drops. So
yeah.
You know, it's not the way it's usually. You're going to speed it up for you guys, and there's going to be a lot of cool stuff in there. And there's going to be tons of RP and really powerful weapons for you guys all weekend long. Today, Saturday, Sunday. To celebrate this wonderful free Beach Bum DLC pack.
And all sorts of jobs, like 30 different jobs you can play.
I totally forgot about
that. I know, you're so excited
stuff.
about the damn flip-flops.
There's so much stuff.
Well, thanks for joining us. This was a fun foray.
It was interesting.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out there and face the music.
I guess I have to also.
Yeah,
I'm part of this too.
There'll be a look on people's faces. Go, thanks a lot for talking about swingers and the hack and sack seesaw.
You can't have 2 radio guys do radio.
Don't forget the sweepstakes, folks. Socialclub.rockstargames.com. All sorts of cool stuff you can win: clothes, a towel, vanity license plates.
Don't just say it like that. Like
no, it's
a towel.
It's a GTA. It's a limited edition.
Huge GTA
Dude,
5
99% of people in this office don't have this towel. So
yeah, and that's absolutely right. And we want them, and we're mad that you guys get to have it.
All you got to do is ask. You can have a towel.
Can I have a towel?
Yes. I need a sock. I do in traffic sometimes.
Oh, come on.
Are we done? No. 1 minute.
Tell us another story. Tell us another traffic story, Laz.
Sometimes. Oh, look, dude, you got no wheel on the left side.
That's going to hinder your performance in this race.
Yeah.
Why'd you start this race with no tire? That was so short.
You gotta listen to Tyler, the Creator, while you're riding around with no...
He's just gonna run to the finish. That feels like us. Like, screw it, our car broke down.
Yeah.
Let's just try to run to the finish line before we get exploded.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Pretty bitch on the side. I some dope in the back. If you tryna get high, dope in the back. Pretty bitch on the side. I some dope in the back. If you tryna get high, dope in the back. Pretty bitch on the side. I some dope in the back. If you tryna get high.